Hello, friends. Today I'm going live with a subject, and that is importance of conscious learning. So let me start the subject right now. So the thing is that conscious learning is very much important today. The reason is there is a lot of competition in the world in terms of learning new things and offering new skills. Now it has become a kind of constant process just because of the technological advancement all across the world. No? Now the professional across the world has biggest challenge of updating knowledge, skills on regular interval to create relevance of his or her skill of job in the market. And that's why learning new skills, having new and advanced knowledge is very important. And when it comes to learning new things, the most important thing is the conscious. If you are able to learn new things with the help of utter conscious, higher conscious, then it will be very easy for you to understand new things, learn new things very easily, because it adds its own advantage. Because when you are learning new things with complete conscious, you are able to constantly, in present way, you know able to analyze the teachings on your own way. Okay, so what happens is whenever you have any misunderstanding or anything, even you can ask your teacher that whether you are satisfied or not regarding the subject. You can ask for further details also, but that is not possible when you are mostly employing your subconscious when it comes to learning. So what I'm saying is, nowadays all across the world, one thing is very prevalent, that is training the subconscious to take up challenges and learning new things. But what happens is, when it comes to subconscious, it is own shortcomings, limitations, because it is not 100% conscious. It's a subconscious. So when you want to learn new things, subconscious definitely going to grab all these things. There is no doubt about it. But when you are not applying your conscious at the same time, simultaneously, you will not be able to digest the same, learning at the same time, because your subconscious will just grab all these things, and later on you need to recollect all the thing, rethink about it, analyze about it. Then only you will have permanent understanding of that particular subject. Now if you miss out in this regards, and you just completely leave everything to your subconscious, what happens is invariably you are going to forget most of the things, because when your subconscious doesn't see the interference of your conscious, conscious concentrates, and it feels that this information or knowledge is of not relevance for you, and that's why uh, what it will do is dumping that particular information and knowledge. Okay, because subconscious always require capacity to further grab new things. So it keeps on offloading the information which are not of the relevant in our life. So this is the biggest disadvantage when you learn everything through your subconscious, because when it comes to exceptions, when it comes to new things which is known to your subconscious, it is very difficult to digest, difficult to understand. So what happens, it becomes a plain memory in your subconscious. And if you do not find time, okay, in certain limit or certain time frame, to analyze that particular subject on your own way, okay, or recollecting the things and make it, make correction there with the help of your teachers again, then you may lose out the information, the knowledge what you have gained. with the help of your subconscious. So this is the biggest difference in terms of learning, everything with the help of subconscious, or learning new things with the help of, conscious, raised conscious. Now, for example, I am telling you one thing. It will help you to understand it properly. For example, when you learn, car driving, you are highly conscious because it is a big vehicle. Second thing, the controls are completely different. Different when you buy, ride bicycle or bike. You are looking at everything. 180-degree or at least. But when it comes to car, there is certain limitations in terms of vision. Second thing, the sitting of the car is right side. It is not in the center. So again, it becomes challenging to handle that car from the right end. Right. So you need to have, a proper training for that. So when it comes to, compulsion of learning new things with the fear of, accidental occurrence or, physical damage, okay, to oneself, no, one becomes conscious without any efforts, okay, and that time we keep on learning. But as soon as we learn the driving, gradually we pass on the responsibility to our subconscious of taking decisions in terms of driving. So there is nothing wrong at all. But what happens is, when there is a routine coming, going, to and fro, like uh, on your office. In morning you go to your office, in evening you come back, and you are driving the car. Then there is no problem because the road is known, road breakers are there, they are also known. Exceptions like, potholes and everything, that the density of the traffic, so there is not any problem. It is already in your memory. So your subconscious will be able to drive it very easily, and you can engage yourself in other activity also during the driving, like thinking new things, or talking to someone else. So it can be possible. But when it comes to, driving your car, the same car, with the help of subconscious, but on a different route which is not known to you, then it will create difficulty, because in exceptions, you don't know the where is the crossroad, what is the density of the traffic, where are the potholes. So we don't know all these things about the new destination. So if you leave everything to our subconscious, what will happen is sometime either you will have to compromise in terms of speeding the vehicle, or if you keep on the speeding the vehicle the same way you used to do when you go to office and when you come back to office, might be there are chances of accident, or accidental, a disturbance of the potholes, and damaging your vehicle. So why this happens? Because you are not consciously involved in that particular activity of driving towards the new destination. So we need to learn one thing, that where to apply our conscious, 100% conscious, where to supervise our subconscious with the help of our conscious. So we need to learn this. Now, if we able to learn this, then our life can be very easy, and new learning particularly will be very easy for you. Now the question comes that how to raise conscious, just because of, lots of subjective pressure these days, right from our childhood, we mostly lose out in terms of our conscious. So hardly we are able to get conscious for few moments in our life every day. But it is not possible for us to conscious when we learn new things these days. So we need to learn that, and for that, only thing is that we need to reduce our subjective pressure, because five senses what we have got is to make our life easy, to help our life in terms of smelling, in terms of talking, in terms of expressing the touch, experiencing the sound, and looking at the shapes and colors with the help of eyes. But when we engage all these senses, five knowledge senses, towards the subjective pleasure, no, we invariably losing out our conscious, okay, level of conscious, and it becomes very minimal. So only controlling the subjective pleasure will help you to raise your conscious, and once you raise your conscious, your new learnings will be very easily. So there is no any rocket science. This is Indian wisdom, and from my own learning and experience I am telling you this, because as a person, I have a very, crooked memory, with intention I am not able to remember anything, you know so I know that what is the role of conscious in my life and how it helps me. So that's why I am sharing this reality with you. If it is useful to you, then fine. If you find that this is not the relevant, or you are not trusting this thing, then you can even comment about this in the comment section. So I will get to know the what are exactly the problems you are facing in terms of understanding this particular uh, knowledge session. Now I am ending my live session. Thanks a lot. We will meet you again. Bye.